First story of the day is about Jussie Smollett. So according to the news and reports and such and so on, he's off from all charges. And the first thing I have to say is, what did you guys expect? I'm not even tripping over this like everyone else because, first of all, it's Chicago. It's a very corrupt city. So it's Chicago, it's Jussie Smollett, it's a liberal, actor who works with politicians and campaigns for them. I had zero expectations, so I would have been more surprised if he actually got charged. Like, I thought for sure he was going to get maybe charged and given probation, but it looks like no charges. But like I said, Chicago, liberal, what do you guys expect? I saw a lot of people's take on it. They're saying this crushes white privilege because he's black, I don't know, gay. Like he's got every victim card under the sun. I guess his dad is Jewish, but he's technically not Jewish because your mom has to be. I don't know. I don't understand all this stuff. People are yelling at me today. But here's what I'm coming to the conclusion of. I understand there's always like the racial element, blah, 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 whatever. I honestly think it's more of a liberal and a Democrat privilege than it has anything to do with race or religion or even sexuality. Hear me out. Just a month ago, you had Ralph Northam, who's an old, straight, white male, or whatever they call him nowadays, cisgendered male. He had a yearbook picture where it was a blackface. It was like him in blackface or him dressed as the KKK next to someone in blackface. That's the type of stuff that ends any politician's career. But for some reason, even though he's, a white guy, where people would say, oh, well, Jussie's gay and black or whatever, it's like, yeah, I get that. Obviously, we talk about how the news is biased and such, and also very hateful towards certain races. But it looks like liberals and Democrats can get away with anything, regardless of their skin color or race. I mean, the dude was dressed as KKK, blackface, nothing. Then he's like talking about murdering a baby. He's like, we'll resuscitate the baby, and then we'll talk to the doctor and the woman, and we'll give them the choice to murder the baby. And it's like, so if they could do that, nothing surprises me anymore. It seems like if you're liberal and you go along with the narrative, you can get away with anything. And if you're not, you get destroyed. Case in point, Kanye West, a black man, is a free thinker, supports Trump and likes the guy, slandered, slaughtered by the media, even though he had the black victim card. Roseanne, a Jewish woman, that's two victim cards technically, Jewish and woman. She didn't get a single victim card because she went against the narrative, so they constantly bash her in the press. So my thought is a lot of people are analyzing this and saying it's his sexuality and his race, which, of course, like everything has to be intersectional now. They're like, guys, I have a really, really cool idea for a movie. So we're going to have two lesbian, transgender, half Puerto Rican, half black sunflower seeds, and they're going to be diverse. And there's going to be one of everybody. We're going to have an Asian. We're going to have this. It's going to be diversity and a story of gay love. And then it's like, it's not that I care. It's just like, that's everything they're doing. Like, there's nothing unique or creative about it. Point being, though, I don't really think it was his race or sexuality, because if he was gay, black, and conservative, or gay, black, and just like normal centrist, they probably would try to ruin his life. And especially if he supported Trump, his sexuality and his skin color would not matter. So that's the Jussie Smollett thing. Here's what I'm going to say, guys, and I'm going to move on. This is going to be a basic analysis of this, because everyone's going to say, oh, like, we're going to charge him. And now there's reports saying, oh, she worked with him. Obviously, the whole thing is a setup. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out. It's a setup. I mean, they don't care about the law. It's Chicago. So, and like, they have Rahm Emanuel. Now conservatives are sharing Rahm Emanuel, who's like, I'm disgusted by what happened here. And everyone's like, go. I'm like, guys, you're supporting Rahm Emanuel. Like, it's all bad. It's all just weird. Overall, I don't have high expectations. Maybe they'll take him to federal court. I don't know. They're saying FBI's investigating because he called in a fake mail hoax, that's a huge crime. But I just don't have any expectations. When you're wealthy, it seems like you get away with everything. When you're a liberal, it seems like you get away with everything. I mean, black, gay, like whatever he is. He's got every victim card under the sun. I don't think like he would have to be like paraplegic and transgender to get one more. But point being, it's like, we could run in circles all day about this, or we could not, and I'm choosing not to, because I never had expectations. Maybe they'll charge him, maybe they won't. Hopefully they do. I'm not saying to give up or be pessimistic, but I'm not a police officer. I'm not a lawyer. I get how Chicago works. I get how this country works. I pray that people like Trump and others step up and restore some sort of law and order to this country, because it's just getting all weird. But Jussie Smollett, off of all charges, and just goes to show, if you support the right political candidate, you can get away with everything. If you support the wrong political candidate, they'll try to ruin and destroy your life. Interesting stuff. I'm not fazed.